Oh, the scammers are getting very clever on Facebook Marketplace. And here's how. Hey everyone, welcome to Roads of Oz. My name is Matt, and on this episode we're talking about how I almost got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. Now, as you already know, I have an unhealthy addiction to Facebook Marketplace. I'm always scouring it, trying to find a bargain motorcycle, and there are plenty out there, but as we all know, there are some horrible scams. I recently talked about potential scams and how people are put off by certain ways you advertise on Facebook Marketplace. But this one, it was very clever, and I'll tell you how I almost got done over by a scammer. I was just doing my usual, scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and I come across a Vespa scooter. It was a 2011 model, a little 125, and it was priced competitively at $1,500. Now, what got my attention was it was very low mileage. In the description, they had a clear description of scratches on it, and there was nothing jumping out at me at the time. So I reached out to the seller and just said, what's a good time to come pick it up? And they replied, tomorrow morning, come get it. I said, beautiful, I'll be there then. And here's where the red flags started to come in. So the next message I received from them was, hey, I've got other people interested. If you leave a deposit, I'll mark it as sold. Now, that's not unreasonable in some cases, but personally, I'd rather inspect the vehicle, then leave a deposit, not leave a deposit on something I haven't physically seen. But a lot of people have been done over this way in the past. But more often than not, it's because the bike is a ridiculously good value, and it's unrealistic value, actually. What I mean by that is you see a bike that's valued at 20 grand and they're trying to sell it for 10 grand and they're asking for a deposit, that's a red flag. But because this Vespa wasn't priced too crazy, like you see them advertised in various conditions from about $2,000 upwards, I thought $1,500 was a reasonable price. So it had my attention. So my first step was to click on the seller's profile. First, the next red flag, profile was created 2024. Now, sometimes people like to create profiles so they can sell stuff, just so they're not getting bombarded in their regular feed. I get that. I've come across a few guys that do that, but it does set red flags and you've got to verify. So that's what I said to them. I said, look, too many red flags here. You're a new profile. I'm not comfortable leaving your money. So they sent me a copy of their license. Now, I thought, wow, you got your license. Yep, no one just hands over their license willy-nilly, but they sent me a copy of it, said, look, here's my details, here's my bank account details, and everything, the names all lined up. But I dug a little bit further. I actually typed in the name on the driver's license on Facebook, up comes an identical person. Anyway, I scrolled down his page to find out this looks more like a proper profile. It was created much earlier than 2024. So I reached out to them via message. Hey, are you selling a Vespa? Now they come back, yes. But the model they gave me was totally different. It was for a 250cc Vespa. And I said, are you aware that someone's recreated your profile? Now, I'm not going to show you a copy of the driver's license, but the scammers were able to scam his license out of him, create a fake profile, and they're using his driver's license. So you've just got to take that extra care. Lucky for me, I didn't leave a deposit. So it's one of those lessons learned out there. Now, my advice is if a bike is priced reasonably well, under 2 grand, they shouldn't require a deposit. Now, when he said he wanted a deposit, I said, look, the excuse was a bit vague. He was attending his daughter-in-law's birth on their red flag. Anyway, I said, look, I'm up all night. Give me a call, I'll come out and pick up the bike straight away. I'll bring the cash with me. I won't negotiate on price. What you're asking for, I think, is reasonable. And then he just kept at me, oh no, if you leave a deposit, it'll stop everyone else from coming. And the more I spoke to him, the more his English started to get a bit funny. He was using mate way too often and in the wrong context. So again, red flag. These are the things you've got to check for, and it's a real pain because I've sold a lot of bikes online sight unseen, and we rely on, as motorcyclists, we rely on the honesty of the seller. So this is a real headache because when it comes to motorcycles, there are times we're just far too trusting. Luckily for me, I'm a cynical person, so my trust levels don't go too far. So these scammers like to create a sense of urgency. And in this case, there are other people coming to look at the bike, or other people are interested in the bike. And if you get a deposit down first, the bike is yours. This is quite a common scam, not only in motorcycle sales, in just about everything, whether it be the threat of legal action, whether you've done something wrong, whether a subscription is about to expire. This is what the scammers use. And in a sense of emergency, we sometimes do things we wouldn't normally do. They're the things you've got to look out for on Facebook Marketplace. One, is the price too good to be true? And two, if it is a good price and you're negotiating with them and they try to create a sense of urgency like others are coming to look at it, it's best to back away because chances are it's a scam. So please feel free to share this video with others. Don't let the scammers win and don't let them con you out of your hard-earned cash. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. This isn't my usual video because they can be found in places like this.